What it is, karate homies, and welcome back to another very special episode of Karate Talk. It's been a minute since I've done an installment of Karate Talk, so this one's going to be very special. What I figured I would do, since we've gained a lot of momentum on the channel as of the last few months, and there's a lot of new subscribers who know me as a martial artist, but don't really know my martial arts background. So today, I'm going to walk you through my martial arts background. So, my martial arts background starts when I'm 9 or 10 years old. My dad was working with a guy, and he said, yo, he has his own karate school, you know, you're making good grades, I'll sign you up for karate class. So, I made sure my grades was good. He signed me up for karate classes. This instructor was named Mark Haley. And Mark Haley was my very first instructor. He had a system that he blended 5 different styles. He blended Shotokan karate with Aikido and Judo and Jiu-Jitsu and weapons work. And trained with him for the first time for about a month. Got my yellow belt, and after I got my yellow belt, I was like, yo, I'm done. I don't need no more lessons. I'm Bruce Lee. I was wrong. So trained with him. I would, for the next couple of years, I would come back during the summer because my parents split up when I was very young. So my whole life has been visiting my dad, living with my mom, or living with my dad, visiting my mom. Both in the same way. But I would spend the next few summers training with him, and then when I was 13, I decided to move in with my dad, and I continued training with Mr. Haley, and trained with him till about November of 2008, and then he decided to take a promotion with work, and he moved to Texas. So after about a month hiatus from any kind of training, I decided I was going to take my chance with boxing. Reason I chose boxing was because my science teacher in middle school he used to be a professional boxer by the name of, his name was Barry Audia, and his ring name was the Pennington Pounder. And he had his own gym, signed up with him. I had one amateur fight, did not go very well, lasted 27 seconds, and it wasn't in my favor. So that was the end of my amateur boxing career. And so after that, when I got into high school, I took a little bit of a break from martial arts classes. Still practicing my kicks in the backyard, throwing kicks and whatnot, and watching karate movies. Always loved martial arts. My love for martial arts never left. I just quit taking classes due to financial reasons. And the deal was, if my grades were good, I would be in martial arts. But when I got into high school, my grades started slipping, so they took me out of martial arts. So, when it was the summer before my senior year, I was just about to turn 17 years old, and I found this other school, and these guys were also a blend of several different martial arts styles, but they weren't just Japanese system. They had a little bit of karate, a little bit of kung fu, a little bit of kempo, a little bit of taekwondo, a little bit of everything, really. And it was a natural fit because I had a mixture of stuff, because not only did I have my Japanese martial arts from Mr. Mark Haley, but in my boxing, but I also wrestled in high school, so I had a nice mixture already. And so trained with them from July of 2012 till October. Then 2 of the instructors had a little dispute, and after hearing both sides of the story, I made my decision. They were, one guy was branching off. He was going to form his own school, and these guys were going to continue to do their thing. Well, I decided, after hearing both sides of the story, I was going to go with the guy who was forming his own school. And that is my current instructor, Mr. James Fortner. You guys see Mr. James Fortner on my channel. I did an interview with him about a year ago. And I also, you've seen him in several of my training vlogs. He's been coaching me and training me and stuff like that. And so trained with him till January of 2013, when I moved back to Oklahoma to move back in with my mom. Again, took about another 6 to 8 month break, and then I started training with a guy who is now a police officer here in the town of Shakota, who taught his own variation on Goju-Ryu karate. Trained with him on and off for a couple months, had to stop due to like work schedules and stuff like that. And plus, I didn't really enjoy his classes a whole lot because I felt like he was closed-minded and he didn't really value my input. But that's neither here nor there. Trained with him off and on for a couple months, and you know, worked around with a different bunch of different instructors. Eventually, working my way up, getting my black belt, and then April of 14 is when I finally got the idea to start my own classes. And at first, they were just on a private basis, you know, meeting people at their home, and um, started dating this girl, moved in with her and her family, and we had, you know, her mom and her brother were my first students, and worked out with them for a little bit. We we broke up, and I moved back in with my mom. I actually opened my own dojo for a short amount of time. You know, my ex-girlfriend's brother was in it. My brother Luke was in it. And I think I had a total of about 10 students. We were doing pretty good. We went to a couple tournaments, brought home several trophies. So we were doing fairly well. And after about 4 months, 4 to 6 months, due to insurance reasons, I had to close the school down. I was heartbroken. And so it was about a year later, I decided to move back to Virginia. Started training with Jim Fortner again at his dojo, but he had brought in a couple new instructors at this point, and they had Taekwondo backgrounds, so I got to dabble in a little bit of Taekwondo. Got to spar with the MMA champion Ben Rowland, so that was cool. And now I'm back in Oklahoma. That's my martial arts background. You know, I'm still training. I'm training with the Rizaks now. Training with the Rizaks at up in Tulsa. Their school is called Rizak's School of American Freestyle Karate, I think. And they're a good bunch of dudes, man. They value my input, and I value their input. I appreciate them letting me come up and train with them. And so that's kind of where we're at now. You know, we just keep growing, and you know, I'm always learning stuff. You know, the last couple times I went up to the Rizak school, they've had other guest instructors, so I've got to learn a little bit from those other guys as well. And so, I mean, that's the whole goal of martial arts, is to never limit yourself. You just to always keep growing, keep learning stuff. So, but anyway, guys, that's my martial arts background. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, I'll be talking about various martial arts subjects. Leave me a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you would like to hear me talk about, what you want to hear my opinions on, and I will try my best to get to it. So as always, if you like the video, please like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow me on social media. All my social media is in the description down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.